California dreaming about you.
Hey guys, SimCoder here, and today you are going to learn how we can move an app from the drawer to our home layout. So let me open up the Genymotion emulator here, and what we want to do is to be able to come in here, and when I long click, for example, email, it doesn't matter, I'm long clicking it, I wanted the drawer to collapse, so to close. And I want to be able to click on one of these icons and place the icon that's in the drawer in the home screen. So that's the goal for today. So let's see how everything goes, and it should be fairly simple. So let's do it. And the first thing that I'm going to do is to open up the Android project. And here we are in the main activity. I'm going to make all of this a bit bigger. Open up this, okay. And the first thing that we are going to do is to create two functions that will do everything that we need. So we are going to need an item long press and an item press. So for the item press, we are going to open up the project, and this is going to be generalized, so it will be for both the drawer and the home screen. So if I click an item, it is meant to open up, obviously. And if I long press, then it is meant to close the drawer and to save the app that we long pressed somehow. And in the item press as well, we want to be able to place the item, for example here. So this may sound like a lot of things, but we are going to do it in a fairly easy way. So yeah, so the first thing that I'm going to do is to go actually to the app adapter, and in here I'm going to implement a on-click listener. But as you can see, we already have it here. The difference is that we are going to move this code to the main activity. So I'm going to come in here, give it some space, and say private void item press. And for now, all I'm going to do is to place this here, and instead of context, say get application context. Okay, and I'm going to pass an app object. So app object app. And instead of app list get position, I'm going to simply say app.get package name, and this will open up the app for us. So let me just place get application context here. Okay, and I'm going to delete it in here. So as you can remember, this is the app adapter. This is the adapter that's associated to each and every single item that we have in here, both in the home and in the drawer. So now we want to, on click listener, we want to call this function right here. And to do that, we can use the context. So let's say main activity in between two parentheses, context dot item. Let me just see. Oh, it isn't private, it is public. That's really important. So let's say item press, and now we simply say app.getPosition. Okay. So that's applist.getPosition, and this will retrieve to us an app object that we pass along to the main activity, and it is right here. Okay, so that's as easy as that, and then we'll have another function, another method, but listener, better yet, but this time it will be set on long click listener, and so we'll have to say on long click listener, and I believe it is on long click. I can't remember what the method is, so let's come in here and do that. Oh, it is boolean. Okay, so I'm going to copy that real quickly and simply paste it here, but instead of item press, I'm going to say on item long press. And I'm going to create a function again in here that's called onItemLongPress. It is basically the same, but without any of the content that's inside it. It it receives an argument AppObject as well, so on that part it is the same. Now it is given an error here. Oh, it fixed itself, okay, because item long press now exists. Okay, so now we can move along. So let's see what we do first. Okay, on item long press, let's see, the first thing that we want to do is to collapse the drawer. And to do that, we are going to create a function, because why not? More functions is always better than fewer functions, so let's do it. Collapse drawer, create method, and here we are going to, first of all, do mDrawer grid view, which isn't a global variable yet, but we are going to make it. Let's go into initialize drawer, and in here we are going to move the grid view out of the function, and we are going to remove the final because we don't need it anymore, and remove the name of the variable there, the type of variable there, okay, and say dot set y 0. And we are going to do the same for the bottom sheet behavior. So let's come in here again, do this, remove the final again, and remove the variable type. Okay, now they are global and we are free to use them in every other function of this activity. So let's now say bottom sheet behavior dot set state bottom sheet behavior state collapsed, because we want to, when we long press an item from the drawer, we aren't able to scroll down in the same time, so we have to do that automatically. So I'll long press and that collapses, okay, without me having to move the finger. That's really important. So collapsed drawer, and now we want to be able to save an app object that's going to contain the information of the app that we are trying to move around, in this case from the drawer to the home screen. So I'm going to create a variable in here of the type AppObject app drag. Okay, I'm going to set it to null. This is really important because this null will tell us if we are in the process of dragging the app or not. So extremely important this. Okay, now in the item long press, we simply say app_drag equals to app, and that's it. Now it is different from null, and we know that we are expecting an item press that will place the app in a place of the grid. Okay, so now we say if app_drag different from null, then that means that again we are going to place it somewhere. Else we simply want to launch the app, because we aren't expecting the user to place it anywhere within the app. Okay, and now we have to set the image and the name and the package name of these app objects. This same one that we just passed, because this is, you can think of it as a position in the memory, and so if you change it, this isn't a completely new object. This is still the object that we passed along in here. So you can change it inside here. If we change this app, then this applist.getPosition app object will change as well, because they are one and the same. So that's a really cool thing that you can do, and that's exactly what we are going to do. But before that, we must create setters. And setters, you can, in objects you have setters and getters, That's what they are called. And getters are simply when you do get package name and it returns something to you, and setters is when you do set package name. Okay, so that's the whole reasoning behind them. Let me just open up one thing in here. Okay, and so let's simply say public string set package name, and it isn't string, it is void because we aren't going to return anything. I'm sorry about that. Say string package name, and open up brackets, these dot package name equals to package name. It is basically the same thing that we are doing here, but we are updating it in a way. So now I'm going to copy this twice, and I'm going to change package name to just name, because it is the name of the app that we are showing below the icon. Name. Remove the capitalized letter, okay. And then set image. It is of the type drawable, so we must change all of that. And image. Okay, that's it. I'm going to collapse all of this because it looks a lot nicer. Okay, and so I can come in here in the main activity, and now I just have to do app.set package name, and now say AppDrag.get package name, and this will get the app that we long press on, and it's going to move all of the parameters that it has into the app. So set name and AppDrag get name, and the same thing for the image, obviously. So get image and AppDrag. Now we are going to set it to null. This is extremely important, otherwise the next item press will fail. Okay, so yeah, we are going to return it as well, because otherwise this else I think will be triggered. But yeah, that's it. If you didn't set this AppDrag to null, then you would be continuously be adding the app object that you have in the AppDrag into the screen anytime you clicked anything. So okay, this is important. And now we must find a way to notify the view pager adapter, because remember we are in the home layout, that something changed within the grid view. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to tell it, and so if we don't tell him that something changed, then nothing will happen. And the way we do that, or the way we are going to do that, is by coming here and create a function called notify grid changed. Okay, and in this notify grid change, which is going to be of the type void, we are going to go over all of the adapters that we have created for each and every single grid, which is the same as saying the adapters for each and every single page that we have in our home screen, and we are going to notify each of them individually that something changed. And we don't really care about which in which one the change happened. We are going just to notify them all. Nothing bad will come of it, so we can do it that way. So we are going to create a variable of the type AppAdapter instead of simply creating it, and say mGridAdapter, and say new AppAdapter whatever. This AppAdapter is this new AppAdapter is what was inside here, and we simply place it there. Okay, and now we are going to create an array list that we can go over and yeah, simply get every single app adapter that's associated with this view pager adapter. So array list app adapter, and this is the great thing about lists. You can create a list basically for anything. So say app adapter list equals to new app adapter to new array list. I'm sorry, this wouldn't make a lot of sense. So array list and adapter array list. Okay, let's remove the array to make it a bit simpler. Okay, so now all you have to do is to add the app adapter to this. Okay, and we are going to say if app adapter list dot contains mgrid adapter doesn't contain, so let's add the exclamation point, then we simply add it again. Actually, this is a bit dangerous. I'm going to remove this if, because there might be one of the same. Okay, I'm going to remove it, doesn't matter. And now all you have to do is to notify them all. So let's come in here and say for int I equals to null to I smaller than app adapter list dot size to I plus plus, then simply go over the app adapter list dot get y dot notify dataset changed, and this you will again notify every single adapter that we've created in here. So yeah, that's basically it. There's just one another thing to do, which is to come in here and say if app drag different from null, then return. Okay, and I've changed another thing inside here, which is the state. It used to be state hidden, but it never is hidden, and so it couldn't take full advantage of this. So I changed it to state collapse, and now we can actually take up the advantage of this code fully. So make sure you change that. But yeah, apart from that, it should be working just fine. So let me just double check everything. Oh, we forgot to add the notify grid change. We aren't calling it anywhere, so it wouldn't do much. But let's do mview. Okay, we have to make it public, I believe, global, better yet. Mview pager. Oh, okay, we need to create a variable adapter key here. So let's do view pager adapter view pager adapter. Let's do, okay, view pager adapter equals to new view pager adapter, and all of that, and simply move this inside here. Okay, and now we simply do mview pager adapter inside item press in the first if. Notify, not the notifying data change, it is notify grid change. Notify grid change. Okay, it is public, we can see it. Okay, so that's it, that's everything that we needed to do. Let's just run the app and see if everything checks out. Okay, so I just loaded the app, and one thing that I did change was to create 3 different app objects and 3 fors for it, and add 3 different app lists. And the reason is because if you add the same, then if you add an icon to an app to your home screen, then it will replicate across all of the pages that you have in your home screen because the app list is the same. But I'm going to jump into my phone right now. I'm going to open up the drawer. I'm going to long press Chrome, and the drawer closes, and I'm going to press an icon, for example this one, and Chrome moves there, and I'm going to scroll, and as you can see, it just shows there. And if I click another icon, then it won't do anything, and I'm free to open up Chrome, I believe. Okay, so that's good. And that's still not fixed, I have to look into that, please remember me. If I click Play Store, for example, I can move it there. I can come in here, long press that, and as you can see, everything is where it's meant to be, so it is looking really good. So everything is working as it should be. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. In the next lesson, we'll probably, I don't know, maybe work on the background image or something like that. I still haven't figured that out, but yeah, we'll do something cool. So yeah, I hope to see you again tomorrow, and ciao.
California